Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel today. I have so much to cover for you guys. Well, today's video is going to be serving double duty for Laura. I will be using this video for double duty. This video will be a design team project as well as a video response for Die Hard Wednesday, which is a weekly ongoing YouTube channel uh, challenge that is being hosted by Betty along with some of her friends Markeisha and Shantae. Now these three amazing ladies have a wonderful idea with this Die Hard Wednesday. Basically it's just using your dies and making a video and posting it every Wednesday. So I have been playing, I've been prepping, I've been doing so much stuff with my Diamond Die dies of late, especially with the nesting heart dice, that I figured, you know what, I'm going to do some design team projects. I am going to do Die Hard Wednesday and I'm going to put it all on a video and do a little share with you guys. And this video will be a little on the long side because I am doing two different things. I am going to show you some card candies and some magnets that I made, and also I'm gonna get into some ideas and things that you can do for Die Hard Wednesday if you wanted to participate, or some things that you can do if you happen to go over to the Diamond Dice store and purchase some of these awesome nesting die sets, and give you other ideas, not necessarily card making and such, but we'll get to that later. Before I go into sharing my projects with you guys, I just want to remind you that DiemondDies.com has beautiful stainless steel dies on sale right now over at the DiemondDies.com store. You will receive 10% off your total purchase order if you use my coupon code, Thanks Laura. All this information I will have for you in my description box below, down there. And, or down there. Oh, I can't turn my hand that way. Also, we have a Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel. We have monthly challenges going on. And I've said this a million times. You that purchase dies or that have diamond dies, even if you only own one die, go on over and join our secret card swap. Go on over and join our Make It with Diamond Dies. You can make anything you want with Diamond Dies for our monthly giveaways. That way you can win more dies and make more projects. We would love to have you join us over there. I know I would. And I always participate in the card swap as long as my health allows me. And I try to participate in the Make It with Diamond Dice monthly swap by bringing you my projects. So come on over and join us. I do not qualify for any of the giveaways. That's just for our friends and customers. So come on over. So that being said, yes, let me move this out of the way. Oh yes, almost forgot. All orders $35 or more will ship for free anywhere in the world. And that's especially for our international friends. And our international friends usually get beat up quite a bit with postage. It's so nice to know that there are still some companies out there that are willing to ship, not only ship, but ship for free. I don't know anyone else that does that. So yeah, that is just super sweet of Diamond Dice. So I have been prepping and oh my goodness, I have so many ideas in my brain for Valentine's Day, and I want to get some projects done. And the first thing I wanted to do was create some card candy. I found out about card candy actually on Betty's channel. Funny enough, the person who started the Die Hard Wednesday as well. And she had a swap over at one of her groups, which I participated in. And I used all my Diamond Die dies to create my card candy. And I had so much fun doing that that I decided to do it again. I also received a large shipment of magnets, and I wanted to put them to use because some of the magnets I'm saying large, it wasn't that large, it was only 25 pieces, but it was the wrong size. And I decided to use that to take something that was a boo-boo, I made a mistake, and incorporate it into something that was useful, fun, and gives someone else joy. And I can't find them right now, but I will get to that. Before anything else, let me just share with you some of the dies that I use from DIemond Dies to create some of these lovely embellishments. I used my nesting heart set, and I just love that there's so many sizes. I'm also going to be doing some cards. As you can see, like I said, I've been prepping. You see all those little hearts cards? Yeah, 4x4 cards. That'll be a future video. I've just been so busy prepping. So what I like to do when I'm going to do card candy, well, you know what? Let me tell you the dies first. I have my nesting heart set that I used. On some projects I used my flower sets. I used the aster flowers. I used the sugar plum flowers. I used my leaves medley set. I also used some of the these right here. These are my dogwood flowers. And I use some of my mini must-have fancy flowers, as well as my, what are these called again? Cherry blossoms, cherry blossom flowers. Yes. And I used a lot of tulle and lace. I also used my mini must-have rose set. And I also used a few other nesting sets, and I'll get to those with the second part of this video. So what I did to prep for this card candy is I just sat down and I just started cutting tons of different, well, what I thought would be nice colors for Valentine's Day. I cut out the pinks, and then I cut out some cereal boxes. Great, great use for those recycling. I always love to recycle when I can. And I cut out cereal boxes and cardstock. I just glued them together. And I made lots and lots of these. Some of them I embossed. For instance, that one, I did some dry embossing. On others, I used those amazing, like for this one, I stenciled on some of them. I used my little heart stencil that Rosa Aquino had made for me. And I used this stuff here, this modular cream by Vivid Decor. I used several different colors. I didn't take all my colors out. And I even used a crackle one. And look at how awesome that looks. I really love that effect. I think that came out absolutely beautiful. And then I use the other one. Now, when doing these types here, my mixed media hearts, I want them to look not perfect. That's what mixed media means to me. It's okay for them to have the boo-boos and the flaws and the smears and all that good stuff. So then I took a few of them and I added lace to them. And this is the lace around them. And these are the ones that have lace are the magnets. I don't know if you can see the magnet there, but I have two little magnets here. Do I have something that's metal so that I can show you? Oh, here. See? Do you hear it? And these I will be embellishing on a process video sometime in the future. For today, I just wanted to share with you some ideas that you can do for Valentine's Day or for any time. You can make refrigerator magnets, and that's what I did with these. And these will hold up all those little projects that sometimes the kids come home with from school, or their tests, or the little notes to hubby. You can put them together like so. And with these, I just embossed these, and these again, I used that stencil and that, I really, really love this. I guess it's modeling paste, but in a different language. And this one is the gold rod, and that's this color right here. This gold rod, which is really gold red in German, I guess, I love. I am so in love with this stuff. So I'll be decorating these as well. But some of them I dry embossed, some of them I used the cream, and some I left plain. So I just sat down one night, started cutting a whole bunch of chipboard, cut a whole bunch of paper. I decorated them, distressed them. The ones that I wanted to have lace, I added lace. The ones that I wanted magnets on, I did all that. And then came the fun part. And then I'll just gather a whole bunch of goodies, metal charms, words, and I'll just sit down and create. And I'll be sharing with you a process video of me making card candy later on. There's so much here to cover that I figured this video would be a little too long to do some process videos. So let's have a little look-see. See that for this one I added some tulle. Oh, my camera, the lighting. For this one I added tulle. I did this one all white, except for the little light gray centers there. I also have the sugar plum flower, the leaves. I'm not sure if you can see the little leaves here. This is the dogwood flower set. I have some sprays, flat back pearls. Here I have a little resin flower. And this one is a card candy. This one is one of the magnets. And for this one, again, white lace, white cardstock, some of that gold crackle modeling paste. And then to that I added this metal filigree embellishment, which really is supposed to be a photo corner. I just turned it upside down, glued it down, added a bow to that, and then to that bow I added this little love charm, which I see has a little bit of glue on top of it. I'm so sorry. I really thought, this is what happens when you work at night. I thought I got that. So you see the little love charm in the center of the little bow. And that's one way to decorate. And then for this one, again, I did the fancy flowers from DIemond Dies. These little flowers here were gifted to me. I did some spray, some tulle, some pearls, and then one of these little word tiles. And this is one of the mixed media ones. I distressed it with the Tim Holtz Distress inks. Then I added that beautiful paste. I used my stencils. And that's a card candy one. For this one, I used one of the white embossed backgrounds. Here I stamped this out. This is one of my stamps from Seven Gypsies. I created a little banner. I popped that up. Here are the cherry blossom flowers, the dogwood flowers, the medley of leaves die set, and the cherry blossom die set. And I added some flat back pearls, some sprays, and some tools. And for this one, I also added some, I don't know if you can see the little drops of green. That's this Lindy spray here. It's called Shamrock Green. And I just opened it up and just did a few little specks. And then these here, these are just little tiny little embellishments. I thought they would be cute. I'm making all this to send to a friend. And some of them I will share, and some of them I will use on my projects. And these I did using the medley of leaves, one of the DIemond Die dies, my cherry blossom diamond die, the heart, and then the modeling paste and the stencil. And that's why I love this stencil that Rosa made for me so much, because these guys are so tiny that they fit even on the little tiny little heart die. And these make great card candies. They're so cute. Then these I sort of did the same way. They're both dried embossed on the edges. I was trying to make them a little bit shabbier. I did the Lawn Fawn Yeti um, ink, which is a white ink. It's one of my favorite white inks right now. Here I have the Sugar Plum Flowers and the Cherry Blossoms tools, sprays. And here I have the Diamond Dies XOXO word die. And that comes in a set of, I believe, 10 different words. And then this one I added a happy tile that I had in my stash. That's those. And then this one here is another one where I used the Diamond Dies word die. And it's so funny, guys, because I was looking at this, and you wouldn't think on this tiny little embellishment here, I actually used 1, 2, 3, 4 different dies to create this. I used my Diamond Dies word die, my heart die, my medley of leaves die, and my mini must-have rose die to create this flower. So for this one, I added some roses, and these are from Wild Orchids Craft. I had in my stash. I also have these sprays and these little beads that I added in my little leaves. And again, I distressed this with my Yeti Lawn Fawn ink, which is a beautiful, beautiful white ink that I fell in love with. So those are just some of the embellishments that I was working on for Die Hard Wednesday and for my design team project. Now, let's say for whatever reason you want to participate in Die Hard Wednesday, but you don't want to create anything. Well, I have some wonderful ideas for you guys. Well, I think it's I think it's a nice idea. Maybe you might not think so after you see it, but I thought it was nice. Besides the card candy and the embellishments, sometimes I don't feel like I just don't feel like doing anything. And then I remember, oh, wait a minute, I want to support my friend, or I'm doing that weekly challenge and I've been doing it every week so far. And what can I do? I don't feel like making a card. I don't feel like altering anything. One of the things, and I keep saying this about the dies, not only can you use them to create card candies, embellishments, use them for your projects. Some of the things I love is thinking outside of the box with them. And packaging and doing things for others is a nice way of getting some projects done and videotaping them. For instance, this is all about dies. So one of the things that I did was, and because this is a design team project video as well, I took my nesting heart set from Diamond Dies and I made some die cuts for a friend, and I did it in 2 different color cardstocks. Um, you don't necessarily have to sit down and make a project. Just sharing your time, sharing some die cut pieces that you created with a friend, that's a nice way to get something done, and you can make a video of that. Another thing I love doing with the dies, besides sharing them and creating embellishments and also creating die cut pieces, is I just like to share them. And here I have a lot of pieces that I cut out. But if you look at the packaging, and that's something I wanted to do with you here, which is why I didn't do the process video of the hearts. I have several dies here that I use, not just my Diamond Dies. This is my Diamond Dies label die. This is one of my Spellbinders dies that I use to do this, and this is the other Spellbinder die that I used. I just took all of my scrap paper, and I know we all have lots of scrap paper, that pretty scrap paper, and I just sat down and I started cutting out different scrap pieces. And if you're like me, a lot of times you get happy mail, you want to send some back out to some friends, or you're joining a swap, or you're joining a challenge, and besides whatever it is that that person asked for, you want to put a little something extra in the packaging. One of the things that I love to do, and it doesn't create a lot of weight or bulk, you can share so much with just a little small envelope, is I love to make die cuts for friends. And this is a perfect example of going in your stash and just seeing what you have. And for instance, I have an abundance of buttons. I have so many buttons, and I don't feel like I really use my buttons a lot. So what I did was I decided to create some, these are dies. I stamped them out. I cut them out with my dies. And then I also used my die cut pieces to create little toppers for these bags. And I think it just makes it so pretty to present these little card kits. These are all card kits I'm making for friends. And I used my die cuts to create a label on the top. And of course, on the back, I will write the name of the die set. For instance, this is Lawn Fawn, Enjoy the Ride. For this one, I created this little label topper here with my Diamond Dies label nesting one die set. I added some twine, and then on the center of that I have a little flower that I also made with my Diamond Dies mini realistic rose set. I just thought that was a super pretty way. Before I send this out, I will write the name of the die set, and then I'll sign my name so they'll remember it's from me. And this one happens to be the Lawn Fawn. I don't even know the name of this one actually. No, it's the balloon set. Don't know which one. But again, there's enough little die cut pieces here for my friend to enjoy and make whatever they want. There's enough for 2 cards if they don't want to make cards and they want to use it to embellish something, or if they want to use it for a layout or to alter, they can do whatever they want with it. But I just think it's a super cute way to use our dies to decorate, to make it pretty, and put a little smile on someone else's face. I love these little plastic bags for that. And as you can see here, for this one I used twine and die cuts and a little bit of embellishment. You don't have to be that fancy when making your little kits of, I don't know what to call these, but we call them like little die cut kits. It's just me sharing some of my dies and my punches with some friends. Valentine's Day coming up. In this bag, I just threw in lots of different little size hearts. I decorated it with one of my Spellbinders labels, and I added one of my Diamond Dies heart to the center. Now this one, as you can see, I added some little pearls to the corner. So you can really zhuzh it up or just leave it pretty and simple. You can use die cut pieces. You can use stamped and die cut pieces. You can send card candy, embellishments, and that's another thing I wanted to share with you. That's why I love these bags. They're just like the perfect size. Let's say you created those card candies like I just did, and you want to send some of these to a friend. Another thing I love to do is just make the packaging pretty for others, you know. So here with my dies, I did double duty. Not only did I create a super pretty embellishment, and these little plastic bags I purchased on eBay. You can just go to eBay or Amazon and have these Ziploc, I don't even know what they call them. I just put resealable bags. Then I have my little label that I cut out using my Diamond Dies label nesting one die set. I fold it in half. I put some ATG on one side, and then I'll add some ATG on the other side. Now I like to make it look as much as something that you would purchase in a store as I possibly can. So I leave the part with the adhesive on the bottom, and I attach my label to the top part. And I stick it down, and that's all there is to it. And look at how pretty! And it's my card candy in a package, and it looks like something you would buy in a store, doesn't it? I think it does. And of course, now I can embellish the top however I want. I can add some flowers. I can add a ribbon. I can add a little note. And in the back um, of my, and of course, because it's a resealable bag, I can still have time to do this. I can sign my name on my embellishment, or I can write it on the label for the person and put another label there. I mean, again, this is what I love about dies. There's just so much you can do with them. And like I said, if you don't feel like creating a card or creating a layout or doing something altered, and you have maybe Valentine's Day is coming up and you want to just share some love with some friends, you can sit down instead, make some little die cut kits. Just share your die cut pieces with some friends and loved ones that you know that will appreciate it. For instance, I have some Valentine's Day ones, as well as these card kits that I plan to share. I took some more of my dies, and sometimes creating can just be about giving of oneself and one's time. It does take a lot of time to do this. I'm sure that the person who receives these will appreciate all the love that you put into your little packaging. And see, I have another red one here, and I would just fold this, and then I would add it to the top here. See how cute? And I'll put a little heart there, and that'll be for a friend with a little Valentine's Day card, and I can just tuck this in the card. And you made someone very happy. You shared some love, and you shared some dies. So your die cuts, these weekly challenges you see on YouTube sometimes, you don't only have to be, you don't only have to make a project. Sometimes a project is about sharing a little love, about just creating and making interesting ways of doing things. For instance, gifting someone some die cut pieces, or making some cute little embellishments, magnets, household items. Beautiful, beautiful thing about dies, you can use them anywhere and for anything. If you just think a little bit, you'll find lots of different places and reasons to use them. It doesn't always have to be about scrapbooking. So guys, excuse me, don't forget to head on over to DIemond DIes, and don't forget to use my coupon code Thanks Laura to receive 10% off your total purchase order. Also, don't forget $35 or more, and you will get free shipping, US and international. And if this has inspired you to go on over to Betty Scrap Pashing 01's channel for her Die Hard Wednesday, you can go over to DIemond DIes, buy some dies, and then go over to Betty's, make something, and post it on their monthly challenge or weekly challenge. Yay! You'll kill two birds with one stone. And guess what, guys? If you go on over to DIemond DIes and you do purchase something and you do create something, you can share that video for Die Hard Wednesday. Also, post a picture of your beautiful project over at the Make It with DIemond DIes monthly giveaway, and you will be entered in a drawing for a die. Yay! Yes, $10 towards the store, and you will get another die. You'll receive another die. How cool is that? I think that's the best. So don't forget, go on over to the Facebook group, join us. Also, Scrap Passion Betty has a Facebook group as well. It is called Crafters with Attitude. Go on over and show her some love as well. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a really blessed day, and I hope you go on over into your stash of dies and make some pretty packaging. And if you are like myself and you love your stamp and die sets, make a few little kits. How cute! And share them with some friends. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.